125th, Brooklyn, Atlanta, Orlando, Indianapolis, Houston, and now, Black Ink Radio.
What's going on, y'all? What's up? We back in the building.
About time.
What's going on?
I feel like it's been forever.
What I do now?
Guess what, though?
What up?
It's our 20th episode.
Come on.
I've been working hard.
Man.
That time flew
It
by.
did.
It really did.
It don't even seem like 20, but it's 20.
20th episode.
You sure we ain't skip a few?
No.
No.
Yeah, we skipped a few,
No,
but
man.
we still counted. We
No, I mean, like, we ain't go from like 15 to 17.
Oh, no.
Wow,
No.
20 episodes. That's
20
crazy.
episodes. 20 relationship topics.
Nice.
I didn't even think it was 20 topics we
I
could talk
did
about.
not
Talk
either.
about it.
And we
There's so
still
much
got
more.
one
Right.
tonight.
Still got more. A lot more. A lot more things that can be talked about.
It sure is. Because, relationships is...
Make
Which
the
is why
world
we
go
got
round.
y'all here today.
Let me go ahead and introduce our special guest that we got today. So we got Royal T, who is the CEO of I Am Fly and creative director of at the Cam Hill Show. Welcome, T. And we got Jazz. I call her Jazzy Jazz, but she go by Jazz. She is the owner of Alleyway Secrets.
You see it front and center here.
Listen, brothers, this is my secrets y'all don't want to know nothing about. I'm in the cut.
And then, of course, we got our big bro,
Hi.
always rocking with us.
How y'all doing?
Yeah, Rich Mo.
Rich Mo.
I need a
Okay,
drink for this one.
so y'all see all these wonderful gifts that's in front of us. Alleyway Secrets is sponsoring our podcast tonight. So in order for you to receive or win one of these lovely gifts, tell them what they got to do, Jazzy Jazz.
So you must follow Rich Mo.
Hi.
Go ahead. Go ahead and put your Instagram out there.
Rich Mo 718.
Rich Mo 718.
Yeah.
You also must follow Mold in the Clay. Go ahead and
Golden underscore the underscore Clay.
there we go.
Huh?
You must also follow Royalty.
Okay.
AKA Jesus.
At,
Make sure I get it right.
that's messed up. But
What's
that's
messed up?
a
Tell,
hard.
tell them your Instagram.
Oh yeah. I am dot royal TEE.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you want these good old lovely toys up here, that's what you need to do. And you need to make sure that you comment on our page and say, done.
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 But you got to tell them they got to follow you, too. Tell them,
Yes,
tell them
they
where to
gotta
follow you at.
They better be following
Well,
me.
they already following her, right?
Yeah,
It's her followers, right? It's her followers?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. They better be.
So
right?
so tell the people that's following Mold in the Clay that's watching what your page is, so they can come and follow you.
Oh, yeah.
Now, which page are we talking about? We talking about the X-rated page, or are we talking about the
Either one you want X-rated.
Whatever page you want to get a people.
Whichever page you going to get the win off of.
Yeah.
They want a chance.
Okay, it could be any page. I do have Alleyway Secrets _more.
Nice.
That's where basically you'll see more of the products, stuff of that nature. And then you can also follow exotic _chocolate _7.
Come on,
Okay.
exotic
That's it.
chocolate
I like it.
7.
Underscore 7.
So,
That's the way she said it for me. Underscore 7.
it was real sensual. wasn't it? Yeah. So y'all, we got a good topic for y'all today, which I feel like we always have good topics, but this one is
It's gonna be
Very
helpful.
yeah,
it's
it's
gonna be helpful
common.
for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So the topic we talking about today is why I have not committed. I know a lot of people have been with people and they have expectations and they like, why this person won't commit to me? But when the person is telling you why, like, I got to get myself together, I'm on a journey for myself, or I'm not ready to commit, you got to respect that and you got to understand that.
Yeah.
So the best way to have it is to hear it from every angle. So we got Rich Mo that's going to give it from a man's point of view. We got a feminine woman's point of view with Miss Jazz, and then we got it coming from a stud's point of view with Royal T. So we going to get it from every which way.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I feel like with the whole commitment thing, sometimes I ask the question, why even get involved with anybody at all if you know you're not gonna commit?
So
Is that wasting somebody's time when you do that?
So have one of you ever just been with somebody and knew that you wouldn't commit and they wanted you to commit?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about it, T.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Well, my biggest thing, I've been single for 6 going on 7 years in January. So, I have decided to be 100% honest with people, and so that I don't waste people's time. I'm 35 years old. I don't have time to play games.
Right.
So if I know that there are certain characteristics or certain things about people that I don't want to commit to or don't see in my future, then I try to put that up front. Sometimes people think that they can change your mind, you know what I'm saying, with different things or whatever. However, I try to make it plain and put it out there so that they can make their decision on if they want to pursue me and whatever I'm willing to give, meaning like a friendship. Even if stuff kind of gets physical or whatever, you have to understand that that's where it's going to stay. You know what I mean? If I don't have those intentions, but if I do, I'll be honest and upfront and let you know that. But, other than that, just believe what I say. Because I'm not going to lie to you.
But so what has the reactions been from these women that felt that they can change you and they found out that you was sticking to what it was that you wanted?
Well, dang. Without getting too far, too in depth of putting anybody out there, people have, moved from one state to another to prove a point. People have, kind of blasted certain things and pictures of me and stuff like that on their social media to make it seem like, to other people that is something more than what it is. Or, things might get physical, which I've been celibate now for 2 years and I'm proud of that. Because I've learned from sometimes you can't get physical with people because they think you're going to change their mind. So out of respect, I've just been keeping my hands to myself. Just to kind of keep it safe, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to play with anybody's head.
And what about you, Jazzy Jazz? Have you? We ain't skating past you. What about you? Have you ever been in a situation to where you have communicated to someone that you were not ready? And then they caught feelings anyway, and it was kind of to a point where you was just like you had to kind of just stick to your guns, like I'm not ready.
It's so interesting because I feel like, especially as a feminine woman, when I got to this space where I'm not looking for a relationship, I've had a lot of people come to me, and all of a sudden they're looking for marriage, they're looking for commitment, and yeah, I have to just tell them no, and for some reason I feel like it turns them on or makes them feel like it's more of a challenge. It's so
that
weird.
challenge.
Yeah.
It's that challenge.
That's true.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's true. Yeah. Well, never mind.
What is you gonna say, baby?
Nothing. Rich, have you ever been in a situation to where you didn't want to commit to nobody? Like you was good, like you just.
You better answer that question.
I can't. Yeah, I'm just playing. Yeah, I mean, I think we all have. You know what I'm saying? And it's just honestly, sometimes it could hurt the person's pride.
Yeah.
And sometimes people have to realize that it ain't you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if you should be happy that if I see something wrong or something that, it's like a red flag to me that I might not want to commit. I don't want to waste your time.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, we can still enjoy each other's company. We can still, like you said, if we even want to get physical, we can even do that. But the point is, respect my bound. Like, respect the fact that I see something that I would need to be a little different before I waste your time.
Yeah.
And why waste each other's time?
That's true.
So at the end of the
can't
day,
get it
but it really hurts people's pride is what I see. And it makes them feel like, oh, so I'm not good enough, and it's not that. It's just everybody's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not you, it's me.
That's it, yeah.
I think
That's the sad part.
and a lot of people think that they can change you. Like, they can change your mind. You know what I mean? Like, they just ain't been loved right. They just ain't been this right. You know what I
They're
mean?
going to blame you because they don't want to feel like it's them. And it's not even necessarily them. It's just, listen, everybody ain't for everybody. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
You
Right.
know, we might have fun when we go out, but when it's time to be domestic, we might not be right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or vice versa. We might be great domestically, but when it's time to have fun with each other, we can't even do that. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's just you gotta look at things from all angles and just be realistic.
Right.
Very
So
What makes you not want to commit though?
Number of things.
well, let's
It
hear
could be
it.
a lot of
Come on.
things.
What
It
makes
could
you
be a
not
lot.
want
It just, I feel like it just could be red flags. Like if you just see something that you just not, like, it's deal breakers. Like you know, if I'm fucking with you and I like a lot of things and there's a deal breaker involved, it's like I should be smart enough to say, you know what, I can't go forward unless this changes, or you know, or maybe I should just not go get involved at all. You know what I'm saying?
But
Right.
what if it's a situation to where it doesn't have anything to do with anybody? It's just you in general that
Yeah.
don't want to commit.
That's what I was just
mean-
about
what
to
would
talk
be
about.
your reason
What?
for not wanting to commit?
Yeah. What have been some reasons?
Me personally, you know, I've been on this journey, and I've been, you know, working on my dream. You already know that, you know, and focusing in on my future. And I feel like, you know, because of how I was raised and who I am, sometimes, depending on the person, relationships can be a distraction from that. And because I know that's a challenge for me, because I tend to pour into whoever I'm talking to, I've decided to not do that for as long as I have, because the people that I have had situations with or relationships with, they haven't necessarily been a lot of needy per se, but they wanted a future. And so for me, it was just kind of like seeing all of that. I can't really see that, especially with them. You know what I'm saying? So it keeps me from, you know, trying to act like I'm ready for something that I'm not. You know, so let me work on me, get myself together so that I can be the best spouse or partner that I want to be in a situation, and I'm not here with you, but I'm thinking about all the stuff that I got to do for my business, for my dream, and all of that. I can't even be present in our situation or in our conversations or in our quality time because I got X, Y, and Z to do. And when somebody is really persistent, or they're, you know what I'm saying, kind of want more from you, it can become agitating after a while. You know what I mean?
So what if you came across somebody that was willing to help you with your career and your dreams and your goals, and they this boss bitch,
Right.
like,
I mean, you know, that would be great. However, I believe in building a friendship first, because you got to get to know people. People show you who they want you to see
Right.
up front. You know what I'm saying? But you got to, it takes time to peel back those layers. And so for me, even if you're assisting me, you know, with my business or with my dreams and things like that, who's to say we just not supposed to be business partners?
Right.
Who's to say that we
Yeah.
just not supposed to, you know, get money together?
And
Who's
you
to say
might
that
be
we
too
supposed to
focused to even see
Right.
the little things that you need to see.
that I need to see, and now we didn't cross that line, and feelings are there, but it's not really the right type of feelings.
type
It's
of
more of a lustful type of situation, or
some
you know what I'm
good
saying, some
business,
type of
yeah.
attachment or soul tie or something like that. When you know what I mean, and it can mess things up. So to me, I feel the need to move slower because I've moved fast in the past.
okay. So what about you, Jazz?
Oof.
What is your reasoning for
I was
not?
damaged.
Oh,
I was
okay.
damaged. I was in a relationship with a Virgo. So now I'm anti-Virgos. Right?
She said, "I don't want
I'm
no
super
more."
anti-Virgos. But after that relationship, I just got to a point to where I had to figure out, who am I? What, like, figure out my worth. And so in doing that, I don't know. Now I'm not big on like commitment. It's kind of like just having fun and just enjoying life, and
Yeah.
like no obligations, no
Just being
Pressure.
free.
pressure. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
been
That
good.
sounds
I think that's what me and Clay at with our whole poly relationship thing. Like, I mean, we're together, we're in love, and we're committed to each other. But when it comes to us finding our person, I feel like that's where we at right now mentally, as far as just not trying to have that title. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that ruins things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
just enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, enjoy the person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let it blossom naturally.
Yeah.
So-
let it-
I feel like with any relationship, you should definitely let things be organic. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like, you shouldn't be looking for anything anyway. You should just be letting it happen.
flow.
And when it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Right. So do y'all think when you don't want to commit to somebody and you know somebody has strong feelings for you, do you think it's okay to cross the lines of being intimate?
Not anymore.
No. And that's why, you know, I didn't understand your question at first when you re-asked it.
You said that fast as hell, Rick.
I'm going to tell you why. Because, like I said, when she first said she was celibate before, last conversation, I said I've been for a year at some times, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you asked the question, what would make you not want to commit, forget the other person, my answer would change, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'd like to quote the words of my illustrious sister, you know what I'm saying? Because for lack of better words, you know, I want to quote the lady minister, Miss Cardi B, when she says, "Broke niggas don't deserve no cootie." I know that's right. And that I say the main thing that made me not want to commit in the past was being down. I feel like when you down, you shouldn't be worried about women or trying to get with somebody. You should be focused on getting your life together and getting yourself together, because like you said, when you working on something and building yourself, you don't got time to do all of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if the person understands, oh, you ain't gotta take me out, you ain't gotta have no money.
Yeah, they say that.
I'm about to say that's bullshit.
They say that.
That's bullshit, because after a while you're gonna get tired.
Yeah.
And then all that time you spending with each other is taken away from time that you could be grinding, brother.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Right. So that's why in my past, whenever I was down, I really just wanted to focus on that and forget about women and not even think about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that shit'll drive you crazy. You sitting there, you trying to talk to her, but she choosing the nigga with the money. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, it's not her fault.
Yeah.
Because like I said, you know, women are supposed to choose someone that could provide. It's in their nature.
Yeah,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I get pregnant? You can't take care of us. You feel me? So that's the time where I choose to not commit, no matter who it is. It could be the woman of my dreams. It's gonna be like, yo, this gotta wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So what do y'all think about? Is it okay to be intimate?
No.
No.
No, everybody across the board said no.
Because you just gonna confuse things. You gonna confuse yourself.
They
You
gonna
gonna
catch
confuse them.
feelings.
I made that mistake. I made that mistake. I'll never do
I
it
feel
again.
differently.
You like
She
you
said we going in the boom boom room.
because you say they grown, they know what they get into.
Absolutely, and you have to know how to have sex without catching feelings. Like, it's just getting your
Beep
getting
beep
your
beep beep
needs
beep
met.
beep beep. It's getting your beep beep beep.
But
Yeah,
even
I
if
just-
you understand maybe the other person,
Person
Right.
might not.
No,
That's the
but
problem.
That's
And you don't need nobody jumping out the bushes.
no.
Because sometimes, even when it's an understanding, understanding could be lasting for a whole year.
Right.
It could take that one moment, you know what I'm saying, where there's somebody else done pissed her off, and she looking at you like, damn, this person was nice to me this whole time. I now like you. And it's like, God damn, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's...
But the interesting part about that is when you do involve intimacy, you have to kind of ask yourself, are you really into me, or is it just lust?
Right.
Because by me being celibate for 2 years, I've met a lot of women who I let them know in advance, I'm celibate. I'm not committing until I feel like it's a solid foundation. And within 2 weeks, it's like, if we're not having sex, then what are we doing?
That's how you feel?
No,
my bad.
that's how.
Just asking.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how
Yeah,
that's
that's
some of the
true.
things that
Yeah, that's
they
true.
ask, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, but are you in this because you really like me and you want to get to know me, or are you just looking at an image, and are you just
Yeah, they
curious
just want to sleep
about?
with you. That's what it is.
Exactly. Yeah.
So do you find that your struggle with dating and getting to know somebody has been a struggle because of that?
it's easy to get to know people, but I just feel like the right person
Right.
is hard to find. That right person that complements or matches your energy, what you have to offer. I think that's the thing. I think a lot of people, they look for someone who just off looks, sexual, things like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, is that important though? Looks.
it is.
Yeah.
You got to be attractive.
It
Absolutely.
is.
You got yeah.
Let's be honest. It is.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's got to be an attraction.
Absolutely. But some people feel differently though. Some people feel like it doesn't matter.
I mean, 'cause I will say this though. You know, I've become attracted to people off of the vibe.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's not, it like if I'm in a position that you're talking about where I just want to get to know you, then the looks might not really matter, because at the end of the day, if I'm vibing with you, I might become attracted to you. You feel what I'm saying? So if we really taking it slow like that, then it shouldn't be about looks at all.
Right.
I feel like
what I'm saying?
that's the importance to piggyback. That's the importance of taking it slow,
Right.
because you get to know someone, and then you are able to dissect, why do I really like this person, or why am I attracted to this person? It might be their looks, or what they, what I'm saying, their vibe or whatever, and then you can really decide, is this something that I want to move forward with, or should I continue to be a friend? Should we continue to be cool? Should we continue to do business, or whatever the case may be?
Right.
But sometimes when you move too fast and it's physical and it gets sexual too fast, now you have
Confusion.
soul ties, confusion, feelings, and all of that. You know what I mean? And then it can rush, and it can blow up in your face. You know what I'm saying? So
And looks can fade too.
yeah,
Yeah,
it can.
as I got
They
older
definitely
though,
will.
that really don't just play a part for me. The looks, like everything else can attract me, like your energy, the way that you carry yourself,
Right.
things like that can attract me.
Right.
As I got older.
Right.
So
definitely.
can y'all as a couple, can you go down a list of importance
Importance for me.
for y'all, not you?
Importance.
I think the main thing is for us, it would be stability.
Okay.
Stability.
Very true.
Because we try to make sure that anybody that we come in contact with, that we court or date or whatever, to where they're not in it for the wrong reasons because of what we have going on. So it kind of makes it a little difficult and hard for us to meet that person, because
Somebody want to come stay in the extra room?
yeah, absolutely.
I got a big old house. Can I stay in there? I just want to sleep tonight.
That,
Ain't no spending night bags.
no. But I mean,
For me, it's communication.
that too.
Yeah,
Those are
communication.
like the top two things, like stability and communication, because you got to know how to, certainly in the type of relationship that we're looking for, like the poly thing, you have to communicate, because a relationship is not going to be perfect no matter what type of relationship that you have. And you have to make sure that communication is there, because it's going to be a lot of talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have that, then this ain't going to work.
Right.
I do have a question about this poly thing, but I don't know if we need to save this for another.
I do too, actually. I don't know if it's the same question.
yeah.
But you want to ask?
Rich,
if
I'm
it-
scared of what you gonna say.
We got about 60 seconds to veer.
Okay. So like, I have tried the poly thing, and I felt it's very hard as the unicorn or the third person, because I felt like in a relationship I was not able to identify the couple as individuals. There we go. As individuals. So whenever I had to speak to them, it was always a group
Together.
text. Yeah, and it was like, "Hey, how are you all doing today?" And
That may make you feel like an outsider.
it made me feel like an outsider, because it's like I would get a "Hey, good morning," and then I may want to refer to X as "Good morning, X," but I had to say, "How are you all
morning,
doing
y'all."
today?"
Yeah. Well, see, to answer that question, people don't understand, when you're dealing with a couple in a triad, you're dealing with 4 different relationships, because we are 2 totally different people. We have 2 totally different personalities. We require separate things. So you have your relationship with her, you have your relationship with me, we have our relationship, and then all 3 of us together. So we cannot expect for somebody to have the same relationship with each one of us, because we're different people. We require different things. So of course we're gonna all have our relationship all together, but we are individuals, and we want you to know us as individuals, because she has certain needs, I have certain needs. She requires certain things, I require certain things. You know what I'm saying? And then we all come together as one. So I think that's one thing that people get confused when it comes to the whole poly
I never thought
relationship
about
and
it
you're
like
dating
that.
a couple. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like I would wonder, like, all right, so if you texting, like you said, we're in a group chat, and it's like, well, hey, Rich, how you doing? And I'm sitting there like, I'm thinking like, damn, is she gonna be mad? Like, damn, I'll be mad. Me and you going back and forth, and we ain't nobody talking to her. Then like, after a while, she like, hello, I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
No, there's separate texts. Like we have a group text, and then you text her separately, you text me separately. Like
That's not being sneaky.
No, it's not, because we all know what the situation is.
We grown.
Yeah, we grown. Like you have to get to know her individually, just like you have to get to know me individually. It ain't we gonna have to talk all together all the time.
All right, great answer. So I want to sneak my question real quick.
Here we go.
So no, it's not bad. I don't think.
Okay.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. But so my question is this, right? Because I feel like you got the perfect relationship. You know what I'm saying? And then you want to add on a third, right? My legit question is why? Like, why don't y'all just have fun with people and keep it moving? Why is there a need to add an actual entity instead of just doing what y'all do?
I don't think
You
it's
wanna answer that?
I don't
Let me
think
make
it's
another
no.
drink, Bobby.
I'm gonna let my wife answer that, because this has always been a fantasy of hers. I don't think there's necessarily a need. It's
No,
not a
it's
need.
not a need
Okay,
at
okay,
all.
okay.
Yeah, it's definitely not a need.
It's not a need. And to answer your question,
Yes.
We've had situations to where it's just been an intimate thing. We've been with women, just because it was intimate.
We're gonna take that plural off and put it at the end, and we're
Well,
gonna take
it is
the
what it
we.
is,
It wasn't
But
that. It's just the way earlier you referred to it as what we're looking for.
yeah,
So it
well,
kinda felt like,
now, I mean, we've had those moments. We felt like we're getting too grown and too to be
for it to
playing
be
around.
plural.
Just like as an individual, if you was just regularly dating somebody and you was out there just just dating. At some point, you want it to just be a relationship. You know what I'm
I
saying?
get that, yeah.
Yeah, and so that's what we are with it. Like, we don't want to just play around and just bring somebody in just for that. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
I
Like,
get
it needs to be something a little, more
Stable.
intimate
And so that's why,
stable.
and that's why we haven't committed
Yeah.
to get back on our topic. Yeah,
That's why we haven't committed, because we haven't.
Yeah, but
found
that was the whole reason for my question,
Yeah.
because I'm sure that's probably the hardest commitment to make. Forget being single. This person got to please two people individually
tough.
and together.
It's
Yeah.
tough.
So they got to please the couple, and then they got to please the individuals.
tough.
Because y'all might like her as a couple, but then individually, you might be like, man, she hit me up too much. I don't even want to talk to her.
Exactly.
Why she don't just talk to you? I like it when we get together, but when we not together, she ain't got to talk to me.
Yeah.
Because what if she want, like, you know, want to talk to you a little more, but it's really you that want to talk to her.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. The complication of what y'all got going on is probably gonna make it a lot harder for y'all to commit. That's why I was asking
Yeah.
that question. But y'all
It's
answered
easier.
very
It's
well.
easier. It's easier to date somebody that's very familiar with poly. If they not familiar with poly, we'd rather not deal with them.
Because they're not gonna understand.
They're
what
not
you
gonna
said.
understand.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have understood if I was a third world. I'd be fucking it up. Like, yo, PG.
Third world.
Peaches. I said third wheel.
Third wheel.
Like, Peaches, could you ask Sinead if I come over, please?
But
I
yeah,
don't know what I'm doing.
that's why we haven't committed to anybody yet. So
Yeah.
Now, another question. So, what would make y'all as a couple not commit? Period. Like, and then got nothing to do with the other person. Like how y'all asked us. So
If we ain't tight right. If we ain't tight right, we can't bring nobody in if you ain't tight
yeah,
right.
and that shit ain't right.
Yeah.
Because it's funny, because I was thinking, when you were saying it to her, I was thinking, like, you know, if the way y'all already see it, like, you know, when we talk about jealousy, you know, like, you like, I don't care, I know what's going on. And you be talking like, man, you should have saw this girl, blah, blah, blah. Y'all be talking. It's like, I don't see no jealousy, which means y'all are tight. You feel what I'm saying? And it would be okay if you were to hit up one and be talking to one other one wouldn't really care. You feel what I'm saying? They're not going to think that they can get replaced.
Yeah.
Whereas if the ship ain't right, then it's like, damn, they kind of tight. Like, am I being outed?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you get more comfortable with that person than you are with me?
Poly ain't it for everybody.
No, it's
ain't.
not. It's
ain't for the weak.
It's not for the weak.
So I do want to ask y'all this, because I do see where someone said this. They were saying that their ex was poly and they were not. So in that situation,
You have those.
Okay.
You have those. People are in relationships to where one person is poly, the other one is not. As long as they have that understanding and know that their partner is poly, then it can work.
But the hardest thing is trying to change that person.
Yeah.
Like if you know that if that person's up front with you and be like, look, I'm poly. The worst thing you could do is just try to make them solely commit to just you.
Yeah, that has to be something that needs to be communicated from the jump.
Gotcha.
Because you can't come in at y'all start dating and you come in months later talking about, oh, I'm poly, by the way. No.
Yeah.
You need to communicate that from day one.
And then it's hard to even try to make someone who's not poly try to be poly with you.
Right. No,
So
it's not
I
gonna.
don't
Yeah.
even know why they got together.
That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work because it's gonna be jealousy there. Jealousy is a human nature reaction.
Yeah.
Period. No matter
Talk
how
about it.
strong you are as a person, no matter how just you are
Confident,
so confident
it
in
don't
your
matter.
relationship, it doesn't matter. There's gonna always be jealousy there.
Absolutely.
You know what I
Period.
noticed too? With me, it depends on how I meet you. It depends on how, for me. If I meet you and it's just me and you, it can't switch. I can't then say, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, I've dated people who've, porn star, people who have had that type of thing where they dealing with other people, and I had no problem with it because of the way they made me feel.
Right.
But then there's other people who, I couldn't watch them switch and try to do that. You know what I mean? It's just because of how we started and where my mind was at when we started. You feel what I'm saying? Once we start a certain way, it just can't switch. But if it starts that way, then fine. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm prepared. I just got to be prepared.
Right.
That's me.
So is that a situation to where for those people who choose not to commit and don't want to be in a relationship, does that give you the free? Not even so much of the fact that let's take celibate out the question, and you just not ready to be committed to one person, right? So does that give you? Are you okay with dating other people because that alone that's considered poly?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're dating other people. Everybody knows about what you do. You know what I'm saying? So would you be open to that type of, or you just rather be committed to one person?
You want me?
When you are ready to start dating,
I mean, for me,
This is a tough question.
She's
yeah.
a player, but what?
Nah.
Talk
for
about
me,
it, Pimp.
yeah, I just feel like, I only worry about myself and my connections with people. I haven't really been talking to anybody because they have sometimes they get that stronghold or that now we're together type of ordeal, and it's like, nah, we didn't discuss that, you know what I'm saying, type of ordeal. So it's kind of like, for me, I just feel like I don't have to tell you who, what, when, or why. And you don't have to tell me who, what, when, or why. As
Okay.
long as we have that understanding
Right.
that we are not anything yet. Now, if we continue to communicate, hang out, and we vibe, and later on we decide to go ahead and commit or something like that, and that's something that we talk about and we discuss, and that's the situation, then I feel like throughout that time of us hanging out, stuff like that, we should be able to feel each other out to see what's appropriate and what's not. But at the same time, when we're not apart, you do what you do, I do what I do. Me personally, I might not be doing anything.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so it might be okay for me to tell you that. And if you're doing something, you ain't got to tell me because we are not together. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And if
Yeah.
you're dating other people, then that's your business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
can see you being poly. I can see you being poly.
already-
Oh, I'm
is.
down. Yeah.
She is.
nah.
The reason why she's celibate is because other people can't handle it. That's the reason why
Elaborate on
she's
that.
Rich Mo over here diagnosing you.
I'm telling you, that's a pimp. The only reason why she's celibate is because other people don't want to share their Lord and Savior. they don't want to share, but on a serious note, that's your problem. Your problem is people get attached.
Yeah.
And-
And I start to feel trapped. And my whole
Exactly.
thing, like my life path number is 5. I said that on the last show.
Yeah.
So I like freedom. If I don't feel like I'm free, if I feel like I'm trapped, then now we have a problem. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I've been in relationships where I've been super committed. You know what I mean? Like after my first situation, I never cheated again, like whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? But However, I've been in situations where I was not happy, but I still was super committed out of respect for what I would want in return.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's how I
So
am.
I'm one of those, and I already told you, I got to a point where I'm cool with us having a situation together, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, as long as we're aware of whatever's going on, but I don't do with the secrets and the lies and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that because I'm an honest person
Yeah.
and I work hard to be this honest person. So
Yeah.
if like attracts like, so if you're not an honest person, if I see sneaky, type of characteristics and stuff like that, we're not gonna last because that doesn't match who I am.
Right. Yeah.
I get it.
Yep. So I think that's our time, y'all.
Oh, that was
So
quick.
yeah, I think it's our
That was
time. We
good.
got another show right behind us. So
Are they here yet?
yeah, they are. Jazzy Jazz, Royalty. Tell the people what you do. Tell the people how they can find you and connect with you on Instagram.
All right. Again, Jazzy Jazz is my name. I am the owner of Alleyway Secrets and More, which is basically a website sex store. But what we do is we cater more so towards the LGBTQ community. We also promote safe sex. We also promote healthy sex, explosive sex. So,
I
you know.
like it.
Like everybody like that.
That ain't just for the LGBT. That's for the you, me, me.
Not you, me.
That's for the us. For the us. Go ahead.
Okay, so y'all can follow me at Team I Am Fly, and I am the owner and CEO of I Am Fly LLC,
Sure
as
is.
well as the creative director of the Cam Hill Show, and I even I look out for the Mo and Clay
Yeah,
as well.
she's our creative director, by the
you know what I'm
way.
saying? And I also I manage my mother. She's a best-selling author. If y'all need a book, a good book, a healing book, go ahead and check out Everything Grows in the Valley. And then the other thing I want to say is I'm a life coach. I'm a certified life coach. So if you have, different issues and different things that you want to work out, then, hit me up and I got you. And then I'm also coming out with my first book. So
Hey.
y'all can look out for that
All right. Look. Quickly put your products in the camera so you can see it.
Okay.
And if you can if you got some winners real quick, if not, we can talk
Okay.
about that later. But I just wanted to see your products up close and personal.
Okay. All right. No winners as of yet, but of course, in order to win, I'm gonna have everyone give their Instagram again. But you must be following.
Oh my God.
Rich Mo, would you like to go ahead and start with your
Richmo 718.
Rich Mo 718,
Molden _the _Clay
molding _
_
Clay.
Clay.
Okay, molding _ the
The
Clay.
_ Clay.
I am .royaltee.
I am .royaltee. Again, these will be toys that will be given out to those who follow each page. Also, send me a message. Let me know that you have followed each page. Of course, we're going to verify, and then with that, you also will receive a free gift preventative bag. So you can't go wrong.
Definitely
I
can.
mean, regardless of whatever your your orientation is, you can't go wrong with that.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate both of you joining us today on Molden and Clay podcast.
Thank you for having us. And let's talk about tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
Yes, yes.
it's my baby's birthday tomorrow, y'all. It's my baby's birthday.
I'm gonna be
We
26.
gonna be turning up celebrating at the new Nouveau tomorrow. Make sure you guys come out, celebrate with us, because we gonna be turned up and
Happy
live.
early
We're gonna have a
birthday.
good time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so don't forget that we do have a Halloween party come up that we are collabing with
Red Mocha.
Red Mocha. We're going to be talking about that on the podcast in the next couple of weeks. Make sure you go on our page, look at those tickets, purchase your tickets, come out and party with us. Also, we have a book coming out as well.
Uh-oh.
Yes, we have a book
I'm
coming out
sweating.
as well. We're going to be talking more about that soon, so stay tuned for that one. And then,
Okay, the last thing I want to say is November 13th. If anybody is in the Houston area, we are actually having a live show, the Cam Hill show is actually having a live Cam Hill conversation with I think it's 7 of the actual cast from Ready to Love. If anybody watches the OWN network, we have the cast is actually locked in. Tickets will go on sale today, and then we're gonna go ahead and post the flyer tomorrow. So if you're in the Houston area, November the 13th, check it out. We'll post the information on at Team I Am Fly and at the Kim Hill Show.
Hey.
We gonna be in Houston, baby.
My birthday is 17th. I'm in there.
Yeah. That's our time,
Yes.
y'all. We appreciate y'all tapping in the Motor Play
Thank y'all.
podcast on Black Ink Radio. Catch us next Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard
Oh,
Time.
let me mention one thing real quick. So this month is Domestic Violence Month. So we will be having topics about domestic violence this month. So stay tuned. We will be posting those the flyer for those show events. So just stay tuned for that.
All right. Peace out. Y'all have a great weekend.
Thank
Keep
y'all.
God first, and He'll elevate your path in everything that you do.
Already know, salute.
Black Ink 125th, Brooklyn, Atlanta, Orlando, Indianapolis, Houston, and now